Welcome to the channel. If you've been watching all week, thank you very much. You'll notice I'm still in the same clothes because these videos are being recorded on Monday when I'm feeling a little bit better after a real rough day to actually give me a break in the week. We are playing today on the Sinclair Spectrum, one of the best games that you have never heard of. This is Software Star. This is my NFC card for loading it into the Mr. FPGA. We've got it loaded in already there, and if you want to see more about that, look at my Zapparoo video, my C64X video, and that will tell you what this is about. This game is absolutely phenomenal. This came out in 1984 from Addictive Games Software. Kevin Toms wrote this. We're pressing space to carry on. So what this screen, we can't skip this. What this screen is going to tell you is basically you run a software company and you've got a goal at the end of 1 year to make a pre-tax profit of £10,000, and you've also got to achieve a goal of becoming a software star where you basically hit it 5 times, I think, in a year, and that's your goal complete. So we're going to hit return there, and basically this is where they give you the profit. You get 10 grand and we get to put our name in. So we're going to put in a name, I think, of Mr. GPC for our name here. Obviously that's not my real name, you know, but we're putting Mr. GPC in there and we're choosing beginner level. The other levels are hideously hard, but we're doing beginner because I want to show you as much of this game as we possibly can. Alright, so what is this all about? Game development. What you see on the screen here is the original title of the Software Star. This is the game we loaded in, and by default the first title you've got, and the quality is 100%. That means it could not be a better game than what it is. Games on the market is 0, so we don't have a games on the market, and this is the launch of that game, so you automatically launch with the first game, and it says press enter to carry on. Now what we need to do is we need to create a new game that we're going to put into development, because to be a software house you need many games and you want them to grow. So we are going to call this Gents Club, not Gets Club, Gents Club. So there we go, Gents Club. Now what goes on at the Gents Club, I don't know. Maybe it's retro video games, maybe it's ladies dancing on poles, who knows what happens at gentlemen's clubs. But on this particular gentlemen's club we do pixels and we do video games. So we're going to hit return there, and we are going to do productivity. And what this means is how well your employees are performing. You can do incentives or discipline. We'll find out what happens next month because it gives you a review back of the previous months. Look there, December was average. We are in January 1985. So I'm going to do incentives here, and that screen will clear when I hit return. And then on the next time we come round to that, it will show us how well we did. And this is Salesforce. Now we need to explain the topology of England for you. Up north is the Scottish. Everywhere has Scotland. Everywhere's got a bit of Scotland in. You know, basically what you got to do is you got to think of Scottish people here that are grumbling and moaning about the British. Whatever we do as British, we don't do it right. So it's angry Scottish people. And then we got the South, which isn't the true British people. No, the South is all the foreigners that have come in. And by foreigners, I mean invaders. Because invaders, we've been invaded so many times over the years through Romans and everything else like that. The only true British people are actually in Wales. And what happened is every time we got invaded, all the true Brits ran west to Wales, and we created our own language called Welsh. And this is where we say things like poppity ping, which is basically a microwave. An oven is poppity in Welsh, and a microwave goes ping. So a poppity ping is the oven that goes ping, a la la, a microwave. So there you go, a little history lesson for you there. Oh, and we've got East as well. That's Norfolk. We don't talk about what happens in Norfolk. Anyway, Salesforce strategy. This is the region where we want to sell stuff. So it doesn't really matter what we do at the moment. So I'm just going to do north, south, west, east. It really makes no difference. That will come into play in the next screen where the bars will be lower, so we want to boost those regions to try and sell games across the whole of the country, including Scotland, Southern England and Norfolk. Wales will be absolutely fine. Alright, so press enter to carry on. And hype and honesty, well, you get some people which are, haha, I am fantastic and this is actually a real shit product I want to sell you. So you need to decide what you want to do. This is the days before the internet. This is days where if you wanted to get your internet porn, you had to go to AOL, you had to go to Netscape, you had to go to CompuServe and stuff like that, and you would download really small pictures, which would sometimes be in 16 colours. And yes, it was a different world back then. So it was far cheaper to go into the newsagent and steal your porn from there. And eventually that would become woodland porn, but that's another story. Anyway, hype and honesty. What do we do here? So we're going to do one for hype to boost ourselves, and it went wrong. It gave a negative effect to our company. So hype and honesty can go either ways. So that's not too good. That is not too good. So we're going to hit return to carry on. So what this is, back in the day, there used to be something called magazines, and magazines would have pictures and words in, and these would basically be adverts we're doing here, and we could choose how many adverts we want in our magazine. So we got to think we're probably at the peak of the selling point here. Everybody's got their money from Christmas. Everybody wants to buy the nice new games they've got. We've got a game that we know is 100% based on one of the earlier screens that we saw, so we are going to put 10 pages worth of advertising, the maximum that we can do, and we're going to hit return, and this is the best bit. So you hit return here and you have the charts. These are not some top of the pops with some dodgy presenter that's been up to no good. No, these are the computer game charts, and you can see your game going up the charts here. Yes, there's a couple of names that I think are the same on the chart, but it's how it is. But no, we're slowly going to increase our sales, and there we go. If we could break even, that means we're into slight profit for what we have. Come on. Yes, it creeps up ever so slowly, and if we can get to number 1 or something like that, that will be great. And yes, all right, okay, so we've broken even. We've definitely broken even, but we're only at number 8, so that's not too good. We are not on the way to becoming a software star. We've only made a little bit of profit, so boo hiss to those charts. So hit return there, and this shows that our bank balance is actually minus 570. So look at all this. Look at all this money we spent. This is a real bad way to be. We're going to hit return, and we need to basically make more money. A summary of where we are. Stardom months target 10. Well, we've got none. We've lost £570 this year. Good Lord. And 0 months of stardom, which we see. All right, so this is our game. We can have up to 5 games on the market. If we want to get rid of it, we could hit 1 and then we could delete it so it would disappear there. We don't want to do that. And we've got a game called Gents Club. Well, we're not going to launch that game because it'll cost 10 grand to do. We haven't got much money anyway, so we're going to hit return there. And we are going to offer incentives to start. So it didn't make a difference for the incentives that we offered last time. We're going to try again. Sometimes it makes a difference, other times it doesn't. Hit return. And this is the sales force. So invaded England. Well, we want to go there first to actually try and maximise the stuff there. The true British in the Welsh. Well, they haven't done very much, have they? So we're going to go there. Grumbling Scotland has had a lot of sales, and Norfolk has had a lot of sales. So that's the order from bad to worse. Try and make a bit of a difference. So we're going to do some hype here because you know what? It's just stayed the same. Damn it. Because that's not very good where we are. February 1985. So we are going to do 10 adverts again. 10 adverts for one game. That's perhaps a little bit overkill, but we want to win these charts. It is a 100% game. Come on, off we go. Oh dear. That's better. It takes so long to creep up these charts. It really does. You know, it's tight buttock time. These charts would have appeared in magazines, so you would read them. And I know for a fact I used to live near the Microgen shop, and I was in there one time when Personal Computer Weekly rung in for the charts, and they just gave a whole load of random games. It wasn't really what the top 10 was, and they had a whole lot of Microgen ones that they put at the top. So yeah, the charts, you couldn't really believe what they were. You know, it wasn't electronic counting or anything like that. It was literally people up picking up the phone saying, "What's your top 10 this week?" Anyway, let's hit return now and carry on. So our bank balance is a bit better, I think, because we didn't launch a game. So that's okay, because it cost us 10k to launch the other game. So we're going to hit return there. Still not so good there with what we've got. And still not so good there. 35%. We're going to launch that. Let's try and get some more stuff. So average reviews. Alright, we've got to create a new game. We have to create a new game. So, what did we play on the channel yesterday? We played Pac-Man. Okay, so we're going to create a new version, politically correct, called Pac Babe. There we go. So Pac Babe, how will that do? How will that do? All right. So February, appalling productivity. So we are going to do discipline there. Yes, we're going to whip those bastards into shape. Hit return. Sales. How are we doing? How are we doing? All right. So Wales did okay, but the people up in Scotland and the people in Norfolk didn't do too well, so let's do Norfolk East, Scotland, South, and there we go, hit return. Alright, we're going to do honesty. It went down, it just didn't go up, it should have gone up. If you can get it all the way to the right, you are well in the money. Alright, hit return. Alright, so advertise booking. Alright, we're going to do 6 pages on this game. Hit return. And this new game called Gents Club, we are going to do 10 pages on. Now, look at the quality. It's 55%. That's what the people see it as. So sometimes, even though that was 35%, you get a better quality game when it comes out the gates, because sometimes bad games do well. Alright, so let's watch this go up here and see what we have. We've got 2 games for the charts now, 2 games. So Software Star, the 100% game, is not doing that well. Oh, here we go, here we go. It's just crawling, it's just crawling. I suspect Gents Club is going to overtake that game. I really do. Because it's a new game, fresh out the blocks. So you usually get away with even a poor quality game that comes out raking in a little bit of money. But we haven't become a Software Star at all. Come on, up. Yes. Oh, no. That was bad. Hit return. No. So we are 10k down, 10k down. Alright, return. Alright, return again. Enter to carry on. Alright. So we don't want to delete any games. We are going to launch Pack Babe. Yes, we're going to go all here. And reviews are poor. Hit return there. And we are going to call a new game. What shall we call it? Oh, I don't know. My mind has gone blank. So, I like Mooncrester. Mars Crest. Because I can't put Mars Crester in there. So Mars Crest will do. Alright, appalling poor. So we're going to discipline those lazy bastards again to get more work out of them. Sales, what are we doing? So north and south need a little bit of love. So south, north, west. Norfolk is doing fine. Alright, we're going to do some hype. Oh, that stayed the same. Yeah, that's really sad. Alright, you know what? Let's just do balls out. 10 there. This is going to probably run into some difficulty for us. 10 there. And 10 there. 10. Boom. Alright. Please go up those charts. Come on, let's at least get to number 1. So we've got 3 titles now. I want Software Star just to sell a few more. Come on, move up 1 more spot. 1 more. Give me another spot. Give me another spot. Because I want all 3 games in the charts. Oh no! Alright, so Software Star isn't even going to chart if Pack Babe sells anything. How is Gents Club doing? Alright, here we go. The Gents Club climbs higher and higher. But we got to get 22,000 to break even in sales. We need Pack Babe to do so well. Come on, higher. Ah, balls to that. Alright, enter. So this game carries on in this cycle for a year, and when you get to a year, you basically get a new set of goals and stuff like this. Similar goals to what you had before, by the way. So, you know, nothing changes that much. So press return, hit return, hit return. Alright, okay. So our games are not doing too well. So we're going to hit return again, and we're going to launch another game. Mars Crest reviews appalling. Yes, well, that's what to expect from this software house. And we will call this Fish Simulator. It's really weird playing a Spectrum game using a Commodore 64 keyboard to play it, because that's my C64X where the Mister is. Alright, Paul, yes, right, they're good now, so let's offer incentives. Brilliant. So things have turned around a bit there. Right, let's see if we can turn this around. West, south, east. You do get game over here at some point, by the way, as well. All right, let's do some hype. Yes, that's what we want to see. We want to boost ourselves through the roof. All right, so we're going to do 10 on everything. It may be a bit of a waste, but you know, our hype has gone up a little bit, so we might be able to achieve something. Oh, look at that quality, 11% for Mars Crest. Elon would not be pleased. Donald Trump would not be pleased, because Donald Trump in his speech today said he wants to put an American flag on Mars. What's that going to be? The 51st state or something like that? Right, okay, up we go. Oh, that's doing better now, isn't it? Alright, okay, let's try and get all 4 in the charts. Gents Club has got to get to at least 18. Perfect, perfect. Yes, climb higher. More, more, more. Yes! We're in the top 10. Yes, come on. Oh, you bugger. You utter bugger. We got to number 3. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, all 4 in the charts. Mars Quest is appalling, remember? There we go, there we go. Alright, hit return. How much did we lose this time? That's not good, is it? That's not good. Look at Mars Quest just released and it did sell that many. Alright, so we're now 79k down. Alright, hit return. Hit return. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to leave the fish sim developing, I think, for a couple of months. And we're going to offer more incentives. Actually, we should have done discipline. Alright, okay, the sales, okay, which is low? So north, east, west, south. Alright, we'll do some more hype. Oh, no. Alright, hit return. Okay. 10. Everybody's going to have 10. Okay, I don't want to skip this. I don't know if I push enter too quickly, I'll jump onto the last one that had 0. Right, okay, that's 10. Right, lovely, lovely. Alright, let's see what we can do now. Can we get back to number 3 with one of these? Okay, so this is June. This is the summer of love. This is the summer of not playing video games. But we might still get all 4 in the charts. Come on, Gents Club, you've got to get to at least 18. You did so well last month. Got it. It's like waiting for a car to stall, isn't it? Oh, Pac-Bag only did 20 there. Yes. Higher. This is terrible. This is terrible. Alright. Oh, look. Mars Crest only did 6. Oh my god. Alright. So, enter to carry on. It's awful that the game that came out 6 months ago is the one that is selling more compared to all the other rubbish that we've released here. Here we go, return. Okay, you have exceeded the overdraft agreed by your bank. The bank manager wants to see you and give you a spanking. Okay, the bank manager is considering whether to extend your overdraft in view of your unbusinesslike behaviour. Please wait. I don't think I deserve this. The bank have declined to extend your overdraft and have decided to withdraw their financial banking. You have been declared bankrupt. Yes, I have lost at this game. And it takes us back to the beginning. I thought we had a death screen there, but no, it takes us back to the beginning. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. This is one of the greatest, I think, strategy type games on the Spectrum. I've loved it. I've always enjoyed this. I've always thought it's a fantastic game. I really, really have. And here's a bit of meta stuff for you. If you watched yesterday's video, you saw my controller die. It looks like it's nearly finished charging now. Yabu sucks to that bloody controller. Anyway, all of you stay safe. All of you take care. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.